This is for the players. For those that leap into battle in the blink of an eye. For the drivers that compete for their club, no matter where they are. For everyone who has triumphs, tips and tricks to share.
And for those who love to play with complete freedom, this is for the game changers, the innovators. This is for the players. This is PS4.
Australia's leading sports organisations have made a pledge to tackle youth binge drinking.
Now when you're watching your favourite sports, like football,
swimming, basketball,
netball,
and athletics,
you'll see this logo.
it's all about coming together to have a positive influence on our drinking culture.
We're strong enough to say enough.
and you can be too.
Back your judgment.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Be the influence.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. Welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
Real guys, real sport, Bar TV.
Premier League match between Newcastle Jets Youth and Broadmeadow Magic FC. Line up for the Jets. Number 1, Jets Cook. 2, Dane Greentree. 3, Tom Whiteside. 4, Chao Degoy. 5, Ben Hay. 19, Reece Tabbas. 17, Ryan Enter. Number 8, Andrew Kovac. Number 9, another one, Fabievich. Number 10, Michael Penrosky. Number 11, Tom Moore. 4, Anthony Good. 14, 15, 16, number 20, Magic. Number 1 is Nathan Archibald. course for Wood Magic's number 19, Carl Gregory. Magic 3. Newcastle Jets Youth 1.
Testing. Just an announcement for all our viewers. There's magic on the attack here. That we'll have some commentary coming through in the second half. So at the moment, it's Broadmeadow 4, the Jets 1 here on Bar TV. And the commentary will be coming on in the second half. So stick around and enjoy this round 7 match in the NPL.
here at Magic Clubhouse, special event, the Magic Poker Night, FA Cup Night, here at Magic Park, Saturday, 30th of May. $35 buy-in in the clubhouse. Magic Poker Night, FA Cup Night here at Magic Park.
This is for the players. For those that leap into battle in the blink of an eye. For the drivers that compete for their club, no matter where they are. For everyone who has triumphs, tips and tricks to share.
And for those who love to play with complete freedom, this is for the game changers, the innovators. This is for the players. This is PS4.
Australia's leading sports organisations have made a pledge to tackle youth binge drinking.
Now when you're watching your favourite sports, like football,
Swimming, basketball,
Netball,
and athletics.
you'll see this logo.
it's all about coming together to have a positive influence on our drinking culture.
We're strong enough to say enough.
And you can be too.
Back your judgment.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Be the influence.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. Welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
Real guys, real sport. Bar TV.
start the clock for me.
Yeah.
It's on here, you just go up and press the button.
Dan Casaroli in the 3rd minute. Ben Hay scored in the 7th. In the 12th, it was Peter Haynes. Then Cale Bradbury in the 32nd. Dino Fajkovic in the 34th. And Cale Bradbury again in the 42nd before Michael Kanarowski scored right on half-time to sort of get the Jets youth back into the game. Ball runs, good save there. Was Radovan Panasevich with that shot. Nathan Archbold with a good save. Of course, from Lake Macquarie last year. Lake Macquarie's goalkeeper comes away now to Pettit. Of course, both these sides have had pretty good starts to the year. The Magic yet to lose a game. Those 4 wins and a couple of draws against Olympic and the Jaffers. Jaffers, of course, playing Adamstown on the weekend. So he goes Enza down the right, whipping on in. Archbold comes across and makes a good save. So Magic trying to defend the lead, but as we saw in the first half, they will try and attack hard and try and put on a bit of a show for their fans here tonight at Magic Park. Yeah, and the Jets youth had a loss against the Jaffers and most recently a loss against Hamilton. But in the middle, they won 3 of 4 with a draw against South Cardiff in there as well. Good interception there from Piddington. I just was having a chat to Adamstown coach Graham Law, who's here tonight, and he was saying that Adamstown, disappointed that Adamstown didn't get the job done in that one. They were definitely the better side against the Jaffers on Sunday, I should say. Had a late penalty to Guy Bates saved by Brad Swancott, who's been a revelation in goals this season for them. Of course, changing from Hamilton Olympic last season. Here come the Jets down the left. These two sides have met 6 times since 2012, and the interesting stat is that Broadmeadow have got the, I believe this is correct stat, of won 4, the Jets Youth 2. Yeah, that is correct. The Broadmeadow with 4 wins, the Jets Youth 2, but the Jets Youth have won 2 in a row last year against the Magic, so Magic haven't tasted success against the men in green tonight since 2013. Runs back to Piddington again, looks down the line with the header. Bit of a challenge there between, and we looks like just checking if the Jets have made a substitution. Looks like they may have. It's Tyson Jackson on the ground in number 15 for the second half. Reece Tippett, the leading goal scorer for the Magic last year, he's on the bench. Scott Pettit, of course, number 7, and he was the second highest scorer last year. Chris Berlin is on the bench as well. And Radovan Pavicevic, that was the leading scorer last year. He's out there tonight, number 9 for the Jets. Here is the new man on the field, Jackson, looking for Hay, playing it for Kanarowski. Down near the sideline here, Kanarowski doesn't win it back. Been turned over. Runs back. Looking over here for Kanarowski as well as Ryan Enza. Back to Kanarowski. Try to play a 1-2. Asking for the foul. Doesn't occur. And Magic are going to play it out from the back through Dan Casaroli. Of course, scoring in the 3rd minute tonight. Fajkovic down the left. He goes Dino Fadcevic. Can he play it back stick? Fadcevic with a shot into the post. Was it saved by the keeper? Sideline official is saying no, it's going to be a goal kick, and they survive there. Does Jesse Cook in goals for the Jets and the Jets defence. Jets youth, of course, finishing first last season. And just about rounds out all my stats for this one here tonight. A lovely ball through. Ryan Enzer almost onto it for the Jets, and it runs down into Nathan Archbold in goals for the home side. Looking wide now. Long ball, and Jesse Cook may know he's going to leave it for Jackson. So you'd have to think that the Jets have got to score in the next probably 10 to 15 minutes if they want to have a chance at getting back into this one against the Broadmeadow Magic, who have been wonderful so far this evening. Back on the inside now. It's runs to Finlayson down the middle. Piddington looking forward. Casaroli watched it go by, and Greentree now away to comes across to Pavicevic. Now for Enzer on the right. See what the Jets can do here. Cutting inside, nice stepping from Enzer, nice control, but his shot leaves a lot to be desired. It goes out and over near the corner flag, and goal kick for Nathan Archbold. A reminder that Sunday we're back here at Magic Park for the match between Broadmeadow and Western. So a top-of-the-table clash. It was before this weekend, not anymore. Magic will go to the top, but Western have been overtaken by Edgeworth, and Hamilton as well have gone over the top of Western. So it's going to be a battle between the most attacking side in the competition, the Broadmeadow Magic, and the best defensive side in the competition, the Western Bears. They conceded 3 goals on Sunday at Bear Park. Before the game, they'd only conceded 4 this season, so almost exactly the amount of goals they'd conceded so far in the season in 6 matches in one game. As here's Enzer, trying to be pushed off it. Now it's back with Pappas. Can he square it? Reece Pappas. Oh, he does well. Has it gone over the byline? It has. And looks like it's going to be a corner for the Jets youth side on this right or near sideline. Great to have your company on Bar TV tonight. Round 7. Second round match we've got from this round. If you missed yesterday, South Cardiff played Edgeworth. As looks near stick. Not the best corner, but they're going to win another one. Ricochets off the leg of Matt Hoole, and back for another corner from Tom Waller. Scored for the Jets in that win against Western. Western's only lost before the one on the weekend. There's a nice ball in. Bounces back for Degaday. And there's a couple down in the box. Piddington and Michael Kanarowski. Maybe a head clash there. He doesn't look too healthy, Kanarowski. Piddington still in a lot of trouble. Kanarowski coming away. And Piddington just receiving treatment for the moment. So almost 55 gone in the game. It's the Magic 5 leading the Jets Youth 2. Piddington looks, I think he goes over the byline, has a sit down. He may have looked like he has a leg injury, a bit of a limp there. And now Michael Kanarowski's been told to go over the sideline as well. He's just going to wait there. Ref asking both to leave the pitch for the moment. Kanarowski let back on the field, but Piddington still back behind the goals. See if he's going to play any further part. A bit of a loss at the back if he does have to go off for the Magic. as I said, Sunday, a reminder that we have the match between the Magic and Western. So join us here then from 2:30 kickoff. Here's a nice ball through. Magic almost in on goal there. They were away, but in the end it's the Jets who come away with it through their captain Reese Pappas. Wide. It's played for Jackson. Now down the line, Kanarowski. Can he square it up, Michael Kanarowski? He does so. Oh, Pavicevic just couldn't control. He gets it back now. Long range effort from Pappas. Blocked by Kajasic in the 18. Sits back again. Now long range effort from Pappas. And that goes flying over the goals. And a goal kick for Nathan Archbold. Piddington still down there receiving treatment. He's had his, looks like he's getting tape over the sock. So, as we just saw then, next to Nathan Archbold. So Magic still playing out there with the 10 men while he's getting that strapped up. Looks like a right ankle. Chapman now for Pappas. Back and across and intercepted by Pettit. Whiteside with that ball. And now it's back for the Magic and Peter Haynes. Squares it for Finlayson. Of course, played for the Jets youth last year. Wide it's played. Ball looking for the middle for Konjarski. Back now for Haynes. Haynes squaring it across, and it's been intercepted by Pavicevic. Pavicevic now down the left side. Radovan. They've got a 3-on-3 here, the Jets, and Magic do very well. Ben Higgins getting back. Radovan, Pavicevic away down the left side. And now it's back for Dane Greentree, squaring it for Whiteside. Piddington now back onto the ground. Strapping very, very evident on that right ankle. Down the line for Chapman. Chapman trying to take it down the line. Free kick going the way of the home side. After Matt Hull was taken down, he goes down right next to the trainer. And he plays it back for Piddington. Kanarowski putting the pressure on him. Played away, but only as far as Pappas. Playing a little 1-2 with Paviak. Now across to the left from Pavicevic, and wider still. Playing back. And they do well. Hull, but doesn't get it away. Bounces back, and Piddington lets it run to Archbold and goals. So after 7 goals in the opening 45 minutes, we've had none since half-time. Incredible, this game of football, isn't it? That you get 7 in 45, and at the back end of the half, we had 4 goals, I believe, in 14 minutes. And now we go a spell with none in exactly the same time. But Jets youth definitely attacking. We've got a yellow card. Finlayson getting the yellow card. Whinging and saying it wasn't him. But he's gone down in the referee's books now, and the Jets youth who have controlled possession and attacking position in the second half, that territory. We'll see what Reese Pappas can do with this free kick. 5-2, 60 gone. Pappas looking towards the middle of the ground. Headed away in the end well by Hull. Bounces back. Haynes looking down the ground. Chapman does well. Back for Haynes. They're away down the left-hand side. Here goes Fajkovic. He's only got one to beat. Oh, good work in the end from Greentree. Really good challenge. And now it's with Pappas. Back for Kanarowski. Playing it down the right-hand side. Piddington with the challenge. And throw goes the way of the home side. Matt Hull's going to take it. Back for Haynes. Middle of the ground with Ben Higgins. He looks long. Goes straight up in the sky. Greentree playing it back to Jesse Cook in goals. Now for Whiteside. Playing it back for Pappas. Just slowing it down here, the Jets. Whiteside again. Looking down the line. After it is Pavicevic. Can he get on the end of it? Archibald does well. Has he stayed? Well, they're not happy, the Jets. They think he may have stepped outside his area. The Magic custodian. Referee said no. Kanarowski. He's got Smen out here on the right. Pavicevic is after it. Going to the middle was Enza. See if he can put one in. Pavicevic goes out off Matt Houle. Throw again going the way of the Jets youth. Substitution looks to be made. It's going to be from the Broadmeadow Magic. And it's going to be Peter Haynes who's taken off the armband. Doesn't look too happy, actually. Sort of threw it away. And they're clapping him as he leaves the ground. Peter Haynes, the Magic captain. Ko Sangin going onto the ground for the Magic. And I think that's looks like it's a bit of game time for the young man out there, number 23, Sangin. As Magic up by 3, 5-2. As we near the halfway mark of the second stanza. Chapman playing it back. Paviak and now Whiteside to Greentree. Got space over on the left, but Magic are tracking well across. Back for Greentree. I should say Whiteside. Plays a 1-2 with Paviak. Whiteside back to Greentree. Still with Greentree looking down the line. Here's a chance for the Jets youth. Down the left-hand side, bringing it in the inside. Higgins does well. He plays it away nicely. And it's away through Pettit. And now Sangin, the new man on the ground. Playing it back for Pettit. Scotty Pettit's away, but getting back is Paviak nicely to do the job for the visitors. And it's back now with Enza. Chapman on the right. Down the line looking for Kanarowski, but it goes over the top for Pavicevic. Back for Kanarowski. Piddington's also there, and Piddington does really well in the middle of the ground. Josh Piddington back for Sangin. Across to Konjarski. Sangin back to Konjarski with the long hair on the far side of the ground. Casaroli goes away on the right hand side from Reese Tippett, who's on the ground for the Magic in the second half. Of course, the leading scorer for the Magic last year, Scott Pettit, looks to be down. And Magic are going to take the throw just on the attacking side of halfway. 1-2, Konjarski. Goals have dried up since I've turned up. Don't want to score any anymore after the first half. Great to see the viewer numbers is massive tonight. Our biggest game that we've had all year now in terms of viewers. So great to have your company on this Monday night. First Monday night game of the year for Bar TV. Let's hope we don't have any more Monday nights, because that'll mean that there's going to be some wet weather. So hopefully for the rest of the season we don't have to worry about too much more rain. Of course, this game originally scheduled for Friday, now back on Monday night. Ball goes over Kanarowski. Kanarowski not winning the throw after claiming it came off Dino Fajkovic. Of course, his brother tasted victory for the first time on Sunday for the Maitland Magpies in Maitland colours. They got up 3-0 against Charlestown. It was fantastic to see supporting young Harry, Maitland Magpie Jr. So that was awesome to see. And then the match we were at, Sam Taylor's life celebrated in the match between Edgeworth and South Cardiff. Of course, his brother Brodie playing for Edgeworth at number 9. And he was a big South Cardiff fan, so it was great to see all the support out there. And, of course, Brodie Taylor getting a standing ovation as he came from the ground on Sunday. As comes across from Archbold, now to Higgins. Down the middle of the ground, Finlayson's after it. But Jesse Cook's going to get across, and he does well. Last time we had the Jets Youth on Bar TV was round 1. They took on the Lambton Jaffers, and Lambton knocked them over 3-2. Runs down to Archbold. It was a tight one. Bo McDonald with the opening goal, not in the lineup tonight. And then Michael Kanarowski with a great hit. Here's Pettit down the right-hand side. He's got Reese Tippett in the middle. Here goes Pettit, squaring it back with the cross. Didn't get in there. High foot from Paviak, and the referee's blown the free kick to the Jets Youth in the end. And it looks like he's going to call over Scott Pettit and give him a card maybe for some back chat. Does so. Kicking the ball away. That's what I've been told by Brendan, the cameraman. And Jets Youth are going to have a free kick. So, 5-2, just going over. 22 minutes gone in the second half, so 67 gone in the game. And it's Konjarski that's coming from the ground. Applause from the Magic fans. Coming onto the ground is number 10, Chris Berlin. Chris Berlin scored against Adamstown last week. Last minute, absolute killer blow for them. And it's Ryan Enzer coming off. And coming on for the Jets. The Jet side is Anthony Burke, who scored a couple of goals when they played Maitland last week in those wet weather catch-up matches. So definitely a player that Broadmeadow have to look out for tonight. Just went and checked the footy score, and it's not looking good for the Knights. The Broncos have made a comeback, leading 26-18 at the moment, so definitely a bit of an upset there. Of course, all the League Union and AFL action back this weekend on Bar TV with the NPL as well. That match against between the Magic and Western. Chapman now. Playing it back for Whiteside, looking up the line. That's gone straight over the sideline. And Magic will have a throw. Runs back off Reese Tippett. They're going to give the throw, the referee, to Matt Hoole from Broadmeadow. Sangin. He's turned it over. Here's a chance now for Paviak. Plays it across to the left. Here come the Jets. Ball on the inside, looking back stick. Probably for Kanarowski, but got right under it and didn't get the direction right on that far side. And it's going to be a goal kick from Archbold. Tom Waller with that ball in. Archbold looking wide. Let's get, cleaning up a car there. Gee whiz. Got to be tough to put your car out here at Magic Park or at any ground on the sideline. Ball's flying from everywhere. Here goes Chapman down the right-hand side, playing in Pavicevic. Radovan Pavicevic, of course, a few matches for the Jets. A goal in the A-League against the Brisbane Roar this year. Back to Paviak. Further back for Greentree. Cross to the left for Degaday. Looking towards the middle, he's turned it over again. So Magic a chance for them to attack now. Played wide for Dino Fajkovic, he plays it wide into the middle. I should say playing it back to the middle for Berlin. Chris Berlin after it. And the Jets youth managed to clear it only as far as Sangin. Back to Casaroli. Ball over the top from Fajkovic. And an offside against the home side. So 7 goals in the first half tonight at Magic Park. 0 in the second. And it's with Pavicevic now on the right-hand side. Can he put one in? He's turning the Magic inside and out. Cut back only as far as Finlayson. And they do well to get it away through Ben Higgins now down the right. Turning defence into attack here, the Magic for Pettit. Sangin. Now played back from Tippett. And all the way back now. Hool. And on to the left for Fajkovic. Sangin doing well. He's going across the ground. Casaroli looking for Tippett again. Couldn't get to it. And here's a nice ball, but a little bit too much weight on it. Runs down to Archbold. Anthony Burke after it. Showing a bit of excitement there, getting down and pressuring Archbold, but it's back for Piddington now. Ball down the line from Fajkovic's head. And back to Jesse Cook in goals for the home side. Greentree over on the left now. Degaday. He's got Waller down the left. Back to Greentree again. Jesse Cook in goals. Looking long and over halfway. Ganarowski went up, but Piddington got the head in. Fajkovic. Back and wide from Tippett. Looking for Pettit. Another offside. Goes against Broadmeadow. And free kick goes the way of the Jets. Midway through the second half here at Magic Park tonight. It's Broadmeadow, the home side, 5, leading the Jets youth 2. Of course, it might say on the scoreboard that the Jets youth are the side on the left, so they're the side at home. This is technically their home match, but of course they play all of their matches at opposition home grounds. Casaroli, and a reminder that they don't play. They don't play any finals this year. The Jets youth, they did last year, but it's too close to the youth league season kicking off. So that's the reason why that doesn't occur this year. Here's Fajkovic down the left for Broadmeadow. Back on the inside, couldn't get to man he was looking for. Tippett and Berlin up front now. Here's Pappas. Pappas trying to get away from Sangin. Good pressure. Chapman down the right. Pavicevic now for Kanarowski. Sort of controlling things out there tonight, Michael Kanarowski. Along with Reece Pappas. Chipping ball over the top. Piddington does well again. Been solid at the back, Magic, in the second half. Probably looked the most defensively sound of the two sides tonight, and that shows on the scoreboard. Here goes Chris Berlin. Looking middle of the box. Great effort in the end from Whiteside. Tom Whiteside putting his body on the line. Full stretch. Diving out and saving the day, because if that one bounced over him, it was probably going to be put in the back of the net by Reece Tippett, who was in the middle of the box. So all 3 substitutions made from the home side. Berlin, Tippett and Sangin. Back now for Casaroli. Can he have a hit? Dan Casaroli plays it to Pettit. Pettit on the right, tries to chip it back post. Jesse Cook does well, and it's away to Pavicevic. Coming across to put pressure on was Matt Hool. His ball down the line finds Kanarowski. Inside, it was a nice ball, but he just didn't have enough weight on it. It was the right idea. Chapman looking for Anthony Burke, but Piddington was there again. Solid as always with the header. Looking across to the left. It's now with Pappas, who's intercepted. Paviak across to Waller. Waller playing it back for Paviak. Wide for Michael Kanarowski. Now for Pavicevic. Can he take on Matt Hool? He doesn't do so on that occasion. A little bit of a 1-2. Lovely ball. Pavicevic. He's got Anthony Burke in the middle. Plays it towards him. Short in stature, Anthony Burke, so it's hard with those crosses coming in. Here's Kanarowski. Playing it back for Chapman. Chapman, Paviak. Wide now for Degaday. Nice name to say is Kyo Degaday. Back for him again. Degaday looking across. And going up for the header was Pappas. It ran over the top of him. Magic through Matt Hoole down the left-hand side. He goes Matt Hoole. And free kick goes the way of the Broadmeadow side. And Reece Pappas is going to get a yellow. Not impressed with the referee as most players are when they get a yellow. And Broadmeadow will have the free kick just inside their attacking half. Had to go check the score on the footy again. So 30-18 now, Brisbane over the Knights. So it was a much better idea to come to this game than go to the Knights tonight. Down the line from Green Tree. Those goal scorers. A few people asking online what the who the goal scorers were for the Jets. It was Ben Hay in the 7th and Michael Kanarowski in the 45th. For Broadmeadow, Dan Casaroli in the 3rd, Peter Haynes in the 12th, Fajkovic in the 34th. Cale Bradbury in the 32nd and 42nd for the Magic. Still no goals in the second stanza. They're whining for it for some time now. Chapman, he goes Fajkovic. We'll see if he can create a chance for a goal. He's got Reece Tippett back stick. And again, the ball just goes over the byline. Cale Bradbury, a revelation this year. He scored 2 goals at the back end of the first half. It was an awesome performance from him. Last weekend against South Cardiff, scored 4 goals after they went down 1-0. Great to have your company tonight on Bar TV. 12 minutes of regulation time to go, so 78 minutes gone in the game. Magic 5, Jets 2 here on Bar TV next Sunday. It's Western up against Broadmeadow here at Magic Park. We're back here for what is sure to be a cracker, so share it, post it on your Facebook pages, get it out to as many people as you possibly can. We can get those viewer numbers skyrocketing here on Bar TV's coverage of the NPL season. 1 match around for the 18 rounds and then the final series. Here's Reece Pappas. So really get the word out there and get those viewer numbers into watching the NPL here on Bar TV. There's Pavicevic. Turns it over. Looking down the line. Here's Chris Berlin. Chris Berlin now down the left side. Can he cut inside Whiteside? Doesn't do so. And going over the sideline. Throw going the way. Going the way of, I believe it's going to be Magic. It is. It's Sangin going across there. Throw towards Berlin. Pavicevic now. Now back for Green Tree. Another ball that just couldn't find its target for the Jets. Back for Ben Higgins. Back for Archbold. Looking long and over halfway, but goes only as far as Pavicevic. Gets down Anthony Burke now with a chance in on goal if he can get away from his man. Oh, we've got an offside against the Jets. Just seems to be the second half very stagnant in the sense that every time we seem to be getting a break, it's an offside. Both 5, where the Goals were raining in from everywhere. Piddington, Chapman. First touch was a bit heavy, but comes down to Pavicevic. Plays it back for Pappas. Looks again for Chapman. Second half substitution for the Jets. Down the line, Pavicevic gives up on it, and Piddington just lets it run over the byline. A goal kick for Nathan Archbold. There's the goal kick looking long. It comes off Chris Berlin's head. Back for Panicevic. Kanarowski looking on the inside. And Higgins just heads it on to Archbold. Anthony Burke has to go and pressure him, so we pick it up, and Broadmeadow with possession. Controlling in the back half of this game. Looking long. Back for Pappas. Pappas now. Back for Whiteside. Greentree after went back to Jesse Cook. And Degaday on the left. Bringing it wide for Pavicevic. He's got Kanarowski inside. He doesn't use him. Goes to Paviak. Paviak to Kanarowski. Is he onside? He is, so he plays it back. Paviak couldn't get to it. It's back again for Waller. Waller back for Pappas. Pappas goes to Pavicevic. Pavicevic trying to take it wide. Trying to play it back. Looking for Kanarowski, but they weren't on the same page, and Archbold will let it run over the byline. And another goal kick going the way of the Broadmeadow Magic. Kanarowski. Ball a little bit too heavy, running over the sideline. 83 minutes gone. It's Magic 5, the Jets 2 here at Magic Park on a coolish Monday night. Going over the sideline. Jets youth now with a chance to go on the attack. Burke lets it run past, and just came a bit quick for him in the end there, and Archbold ticking down the clock. Broadmeadow coaching bench asking him to pick it up. Want to go on the attack and see if they can score another few, as here goes Fajkovic down the left. He's got men on the inside. Dino Fajkovic turning around, squaring it. There's a shot. Goes over the bar. And another wasted opportunity from Broadmeadow in the second half. Probably one of the better chances they've had. Scott Pettit looking for his first goal of the evening. Now with Chapman. Pappas. Almost turns it over, but lucky ricochet back for Whiteside. Chapman. Now for Pavicevic. Playing it back for Chapman. Got a man unmarked down the line. Just couldn't control. Pavicevic again. Looking middle. Higgins will head it back to Nathan Archbold. And he'll pick it up and roll it away towards Higgins. Wide now for Finlayson. Trying to break down the right side, but Degaday does well to Waller. Now for Pettit. Scott Pettit on the ball down the right. Back for Finlayson. Looking for Pettit again down the right-hand side. Dane Greentree knocking it over the sideline on the far side of the ground. And the throw for Michael Finlayson from the Magic. So match sort of just ticking down to the last few ebbs of this one tonight. Great to have your company again on Bar TV. Sangin turning around on the ball. came on for the captain, Peter Haynes, midway through the second half. And the ball knocked down the left-hand side of the ground. And again, it rolls back for Archbold. In goals for the Magic. So just to go through those goal scorers again, Ben Hay in the 7th, Michael Kanarowski in the 45th for the Jets. And for the home side tonight, we'll just see if Fajkovic can create an opportunity. Doesn't do so. Green Tree wide for Waller. Degaday, and then across from Paviak to Chapman. Chapman to Kanarowski. Turns well. And now looking to the left for Pappas. Back for Kanarowski. Sees Waller on the left. Magic getting back. Putting numbers into the 18-yard box. Pappas. Back for Kanarowski. Wide for Pavicevic. He has a shot. Archbold does well with a save. And Reese Pappas has put it over with the header. Oh, Nathan Archbold did well to get his hands up for the save. Pavicevic hit it hard and straight at him. He blocked it down, bouncing up. And Pappas put the header over. And that's as close as we have come to a goal in the second half tonight at Magic Park. And I'll go through those goals from Broadmeadow. Dan Casaroli in the 3rd, Haynes in the 12th, Fajkovic 34th, and Cale Bradbury in the 32nd and 42nd. Cale Bradbury has since left the ground for Broadmeadow, and the goals seem to have dried up. Finlayson back for Archbold, not his best ball, but Archbold controls nicely. Of course, Lake Macquarie's keeper last year. Struggling in the new FM division this year, Lake Macquarie, after it was expected that they would be probably the favourites to go back up. It's Valentine that's led the charge so far, as it's Casaroli wide for Fajkovic. Chapman, just not enough weight on the pass, and it runs through to Chapman. Pavicevic went around, tried to go around down the right, wins the free kick. Tackle there from Fajkovic. Casaroli getting the foot in. Paviak back for Green Tree to Whiteside. Kanarowski with men all around, and Kanarowski does really, really well. Now he's got a man on the inside. He's got Pappas, and Finlayson's knocked it over the sideline. So Jets youth threatening to get through, but it's all too little too late. There's only a minute and a half of regulation time, 90 seconds to go in the game. 88 and a half gone. Jets and the Magic here at Magic Park, and it's Broadmeadow with a 5-2 advantage, all of which the 7 goals came in the first half. Wide now from Whiteside. Pavicevic now trying to look on the inside. Radovan Pavicevic running down towards the byline, and the goal kick will go to Broadmeadow. Archbold with the goal kick. Archbold up over halfway. Going back towards Paviak. Berlin went up, didn't get it. Whiteside back for Chapman. Incredible game this. 7 goals in the first half and then 0 in the second. Paviak. Chapman now trying to play it back. Sangin wide and trying to look through the middle. Pettit was on the right cutting in and couldn't get on the end of it. Bit too heavy, which has probably been the story of the second half for both sides. They just haven't got their passing exactly right. Here's Paviak looking for Pavicevic. Not happy with himself, and now Tippett's down the left-hand side. He's got men in the middle, Reese Tippett. What can he do? He cuts it back, and again, the pass doesn't find its mark. Paviak. Anthony Burke now on the left. 2 goals this season for the Jets. I think he'll be playing actually tomorrow, Anthony Burke, for West Wallsend against Merriweather High School in a knockout match, which doing a bit of filming for, so that'll be interesting to see him tomorrow. As here goes Chapman. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure I was told that he will be in the West Wallsend side. Kanarowski getting cleaned up there by Casaroli. Casaroli looks like he's come off worse for wear. Casaroli, while he receives treatment, we're a minute and a bit into stoppage time. Second half action, 5-2 the Magic over the Jets. Yeah, going back to that, Merriweather High and West Wallsend tomorrow, 12 o'clock at Meyer Park. Just at the back of Merriweather High School there. So that's going to be an interesting contest. See how they go. Chapman now to Kanarowski. Bit heavy on the first touch. Of course, Lambton High as well with a very strong side. They've got Michael Williams, who's the is back for Burke. We'll go back to that in a sec. Paviak wide. Back to Burke. He hits it. Archbold with another great save. It's been cut back for Pappas. Can he cut it back again? He's gone further and further wide towards the sideline as Pappas, and he wins a free kick for his side. The Jets on the left. Tom Waller looks like he'll take it quickly. Yeah, going back to that Lambton High with a very strong side. Michael Williams, as I said, playing first grade for Lambton Jaffers this year. Just near the back ovals of Arthur Eden, right next to Lambton High, so not too long a walk at all. So they'll have a very good side this year. Lambton are looking with the free kick straight at the near post. Archbold gets down. And it'll look long and over halfway. Chapman, tries to get under it. He totally misjudged it. Something that you would expect with a ball going that high from Nathan Archbold off the goal kick. Not something you'd really want to get your head under. Kanarowski goes over his head. And referee's assistant says no offside there against Reese Tibbett. And it runs back for Jesse Cook in goals. The match sort of just strolling down to a pretty meek ending here. See if we can have some last-minute fireworks. Chapman now intercepts the ball. So see if the Jets can get a last-minute goal, improve their differential. That'll be about it as Pavicevic. And back for Hoole. And again, that touching class Magic have just tightened up at the back in the second half and made sure of it. Casaroli, and they'll continue their undefeated start to the year, and the Jets will lose 2 in a row now, unfortunately for them, after losing to Hamilton last weekend. And that is full time here at Magic Park this evening. A full-time scoreline of the Broadmeadow Magic 5, the Newcastle Jets Youth 2. Those goal scorers tonight. In the 3rd minute for Broadmeadow, it was Dan Casaroli who put them ahead 1-0. Ben Hay equalised in the 7th to make it 1-1. In the 12th, Peter Haynes put Broadmeadow ahead 2-1. Cale Bradbury put them ahead 3-1 in the 32nd. Dino Fajkovic made it 4-1 in the 34th. In the 42nd, it was Cale Bradbury again, making it 5-1. And then Michael Kanarowski scoring right on half-time to make it 5-2 and make it an interesting second half. But in the end, it never reached the heights of the first half where we saw 7 goals, as I just read out. So it was great to have your company tonight from Magic Park this evening. A reminder that on Sunday afternoon from 2:30, join us live. It's Broadmeadow up against the Western Bears. The best attack taking on the best defence in the competition. So we're looking forward to bringing that one to you. As we said, if you want to check us out on Bar TV, just go on to Facebook, type in Bar TV Sports. Go onto YouTube, type in Bar TV Sports, and you'll find out, or you'll see all of the stuff we do throughout this winter season. So definitely on Facebook, check out the videos, share them, share the matches that we are doing, and get it out to as many people as possible. So as the Jets youth go for a little jog at the end of the game, we're going to say goodbye tonight from Magic Park this evening. It was Broadmeadow 5, the Jets youth 2, and until next Sunday, or this Sunday now, it's goodbye from all the team here on Bar TV's NPL coverage.
This is for the players. For those that leap into battle in the blink of an eye. For the drivers that compete for their club, no matter where they are. For everyone who has triumphs, tips and tricks to share.
And for those who love to play with complete freedom, this is for the game changers, the innovators. This is for the players. This is PS4.
Australia's leading sports organisations have made a pledge to tackle youth binge drinking.
Now when you're watching your favourite sports, like football,
Swimming, basketball,
Netball,
and athletics.
you'll see this logo.
it's all about coming together to have a positive influence on our drinking culture.
We're strong enough to say enough.
And you can be too.
Back your judgment.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Be the influence.
Real guys, real sport. Bar TV.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. Welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger